Hey everybody, welcome into Farm Cooking with Dan. I spilled water down me. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Listen, I'm going to do a lower carb. And the thing of it is, you really won't know much of a difference at all. But I'm going to take some broccoli that's been all cleaned and ready to go. And I'm just going to take a knife and I'm going to cut that up in pieces, and I'm going to put it in the bottom. That's about a 10 by 10 baking dish there. And I'm going to sort of just coat the bottom with all kinds of little pieces, okay? That's the main thing with this. Hope y'all been having a good day. It's been a good day. It's been a good day. God's good. And so we're just going to put this in the bottom. And I've just wanted to bake and cook today. I've got something in the oven right now that is for Pop to try out. And I'm going to we like the stems. If you don't like the stems, don't use them. But I love the stems. I love the stems on broccoli. Let me finish getting this all ready and we'll be back. I've got that all put in the bottom of my 10 by 10 dish. I've got a 1/8 ounce of cream cheese that I have softened, and I didn't have time to set it out, so I put me some real hot water in that. I always drop my cheese down into that before you open it. Don't open it up and put it in there. But that always makes your cheese so soft. And it keeps you from having, if you've had one of those days where you're forgetting to set your stuff out, this right here will be just what you need. Sadie, I think I missed the can, didn't I? Oh my goodness. Okay. Now, I'm going to mix a few things together here. And some things I might measure and some things I won't. That was 1 block of cream cheese. I'm going to put 2 big heaping things of mayonnaise. And let me tell you, in this mayonnaise, there's 0 sugar and there's 0 carbs. I always use Kraft. Y'all use whatever your favorite one is. I always use Kraft. All my life, that's all I've ever used is Kraft. Now, you can use sour cream. If you say, Nan, I'm not really watching what I'm doing, I'm going to use some Greek yogurt. I'm going to put, you see how big that spoon is? That's a serving size spoon. I'm going to put about 3 big heaping tablespoons. That's at least a half a cup. That's at least a half a cup right there. Stir that a little bit. Just mash it a little bit. If your cheese is not totally softened, it sure will soften. Now I'm going to grab a spoon, a little measuring. I'll just grab a little measuring thing. How about that? And I'm going to put some garlic powder. I'm going to put about a half a tablespoon of garlic powder. Remember, there's no flavor in your broccoli. You know what I'm saying? Okay, I'm going to put some onion powder. I'm going to put about a teaspoon of onion powder. If you say, Nan, you season too much. You know, that's, I guess when you get old, your taste buds just aren't what they used to be, okay? So I'm going to put garlic powder, onion powder. You can use minced garlic if you want to. I've mixed up a half a cup. I don't know if I'm going to use it all or not, but I used some hot water, and I mixed up half a cup with a big teaspoon of better than bouillon roasted chicken, okay? Now, I'm going to start out with about half of that, about a fourth. Because you want a little juice in this, okay? I'm trying to think what else. I don't hardly know how to do anything. Let me check on what I've got in the oven. Whoop! It's done. Hang on with me just a second. Okay. Yum-y. It's a different video. I'm going to turn my oven down from 400, what I had it on, down to bake 350, okay? And start that. Now, I'm going to grab one thing from my refrigerator. Sorry, Sadie. Sorry, Sadie girl. I always keep one of the rotisserie chickens that's been pulled off of the carcass. I get it at Walmart. And I've been using out of this just a little bit for 2 days. So I'm going to use the rest of this. And I'm just going to tear up any piece that's too big. And put that in here. It's always flavored so good. Now, I might use, when I get all this in there, I'm going to use the rest of it. Love to keep one of these all the time. If you're watching your carbs and stuff, and you need protein, then this is so good. I'm just making this up, okay? I'm going to taste of the sauce before I put it into my broccoli and see if I need to add. I think I'm going to have to add the whole half a cup. I thought, well, I'll probably use about a half a cup. You've got to have that good juice, you know. Then I'm going to check my seasonings. I'm going to put some salt and pepper for sure. There's not a whole lot comes out of this thing, so I'll probably put about maybe, this is pink Himalayan salt. I have a lot of people ask me that. It's supposed to be good for you. So I'm trying to do all things good for me, good for my body, okay? That was probably maybe half a teaspoon or a little bit more. And then I'm going to put some pepper. I've got stuff everywhere here. I'm sorry. Some black pepper, probably about a half a teaspoon. But you season with your heart. You can put whatever tastes good to you, okay? I'm going to taste this and see. Boy, that looks good, okay? Got a good flavor. Good flavor. Dropped a piece of chicken there. Let me get my chicken in there. This is going to be delicious. I'm going to pour this over top of my broccoli. Now remember, this is going to have some good protein in it. I'm going to tell you something. If you, like I used the whatever it is, F-A-G-E, total 0 carbs. I use that kind of Greek yogurt in the place of sour cream. Now you can use sour cream if you want to. But I like, since that adds extra protein and regular sour cream does not. This is what sort of my take on $1 million something. I'm going to get the rest of that out there. Y'all know I ain't going to leave that. That's taste. That's flavor. I had a woman last night say, you're way too slow. Young'uns, I'm sorry. I go full speed. I'm sorry if I'm not fast enough. You know, if I'm not fast enough, then that's a sign you need to be watching somebody else. Because I don't want to cause anybody to be upset because I can't cook any faster than I already am. Sometimes it makes me think to myself, I'd like to be a fly on the wall and watch you cook. You know, watch some of you complainers cook. Guarantee you probably couldn't cook any faster. We live in a generation, not just generation, but we live in a world anymore that wants instant gratification. They don't want to be patient or wait on anything. They want it done right then. And if you don't get it done in a few minutes, it's your fault. So, I don't know. I greased the bottom of this dish before I got started. Hang on. I think we got a little bit of that on each piece of broccoli. I probably would have even done, and I think I'm going to mix up just a few tablespoons more. Just hang on a minute. I'm going to take 1 teaspoon and I'm going to mix me up a little bit more. Let me get it good and hot. Just a little bit, about 1/4 of a cup. And I'm going to put about a teaspoon in that because that's richness, that's flavor. And we're going to stir that up. If you've never made the Better Than bouillon, it comes in different flavors. It's delicious. You can mix this up instead of buying broth. And it's got such flavor in it. So I'm going to put that in there too, all over, because that will just bubble and mix right in with what I'm doing. This gives this a little bit of moisture because your broccoli needs some moisture to cook. I'm just going to pat this down a little bit. At this point, see, I would love to put some breadcrumbs. You know what I'm talking about? I would love to do some breadcrumbs, but I'm not going to do that. For me, I'm not going to do it, I don't think. I'm going to just put some cheese. Let's see what I got here. I grabbed what I had in the refrigerator. I'm going to put, this is a Mexican cheese, but it's what I had. So I'm using it. Cheese is good. A mixture of cheese is so good. Let's go ahead and put the rest of that on there. I probably used about 8 ounces, 6 or 8 ounces of the Mexican style cheese. Now, like I said, at this point, if you say, well, Nan, I don't have a problem with carbs, then take you some breadcrumbs. You know what I'm talking about. I have loads of them, but I think Pop will be happy because this dish is going to be full of protein and vegetables. So I think he will definitely be happy. I'm going to put a little piece of foil over this to help steam my broccoli in the bottom. Just a little, I hope I didn't cut it too short. Well, I think that'll be all right. That's all I need. And my oven is up to 350. So I'm going to pop this in there, and I'm probably going to bake it. I'm going to start out at 30 minutes and remove the foil, okay? Probably bake it longer than that, but I was just going to tell y'all, okay? See you when we're finished. Okay, I'm going to get this out of the oven. It's been in there 40 minutes. And let me grab me another pot holder. It's been in here 40 minutes. Just took off the aluminum foil, and I've got some real bacon pieces. I forgot them, or I would have put them on But they look pretty to garnish it with, don't they? It worked out fine. So I'm going to put every one of them that I've got, but I'm not going to put that freshness thing. How about that? I had a few left, and I had thought, well, but I'm glad that I saved them. I'm gonna put this back in there for about 10 more minutes. You can bake it about 40 to 50 minutes. At 40, I took the aluminum foil off, okay? So we'll come back when that's finished. I've left it in an extra 10 minutes. It's nice and bubbly. I'm going to get this out and let it cool. Look at that bubbling. I'm gonna turn that off and let that good warm air come out. Let's let this cool and I'll get a good picture and then we'll come back and talk about it, okay? Okay. Delicious, looks delicious. Oh, yummy. Look at that, wonderful. Look at this. I'm just trying to raise it up a little bit so you can see. Oh, if you don't, and the thing of it is, this is high protein, very low carb. Tell the truth, if there are probably hardly any in there. But here I'm about to take a bite. Father, thank you for this food. Thank you for your blessings, Lord. Thank you for today. Thank you for the sun shining, Father. And thank you for this day with my friends, Father. I pray, God, you'll bless each and every one of them, God. Fill those tables with food. In Jesus' sweet holy name, amen. Delicious. Be careful with your salt. I'm right on the border because your cheese gives a little sodium and your bacon gives some sodium there. But, oh my. If you've never, I don't even know this is called $1 Million something, but this is called Nan's Made Up Mess. Think about what we've got in here. Cheese, which is protein. Our good vegetable with our broccoli. We've got rotisserie chicken. We've got Greek yogurt, which is protein. We've got our seasonings. We've got a little mayonnaise in there, which don't have any carbs or any sugar in it or anything like that. This is something, if you are diabetic, you can have this. If you're watching your carbs, you can have this. This is high protein, and it is so good. Now I'm going to get a piece of chicken with it this time. Ooh, hot. Ooh. It's a 10. So good. I don't know what I'm going to make Pop to go with this, but I'm going to fix him a dish or two and some bread. This can be a whole meal for me. This is my supper right there, because I don't need anything else to make it a meal. You're getting your meat. You're getting broccoli. You're getting bacon and cheese. It's just a good dish. Try this. You won't be, I believe if you're watching your weight, and you're watching what you eat and your carbs and stuff, this is a winner. It's a winner. I hope you get a chance to make it, and I hope that you like it as good as I do. This would be great to take to a potluck. I mean, it's just good. It's just really good. So listen, young'uns, I'm going to go and finish up the rest of my bacon today, and I will see you all next time, Lord willing, okay? That we can get back together to do a recipe. Okay? Y'all be good, and don't ever forget how much the good Lord loves you, okay? Remember that today. Bye-bye.